What's up, y'all? Happy New Year. This is the first video of 2023 and it's your boy Dumark. So I'm gonna be doing a quick little overview of the Galaxy Tab S6 in 2023. I've had this tablet since 2020. It came out in July 31st of 2019. It is a very capable, very good tablet. Since then, it has had some great updates. It's had some pitfalls, but overall it served me very well. If you're an artist or a person looking for a tablet, look no further. If you get the opportunity to get one, I say buy it. If you have more money though, then watch to the end of the video and I'll give you my full thoughts on that. So me personally, I'm an artist. My first foray into the whole tablet space was with the Tab S3 by Samsung. I did a couple of videos on that before. They were not really great videos by any stretch of the imagination, but I did give a little bit of insight and explanation into why I thought that tablet wasn't good. So I kind of never really wanted to get back into, Android tablets, and I looked around again. And then this finally came out. And one thing I'll tell you right now is if you're an artist and you want to draw, specs matter a whole lot. So I'll probably do a dedicated video on that, but specs matter. And at the time, this was the most powerful tablet that I could afford and get at the time. It has a Snapdragon 855, which is the same SoC that was in the Note 10 and Note 10 Plus, and it's highly capable. You always want to make sure you have a good chipset, and that's what this has. So I'm going to run down the specs and then just let you know exactly what you're getting yourself into if you get this device. So the specs are a Super AMOLED display. It's 16:10 ratio. It's 1600 by 2560, and it's 187 ppi density. And you're getting on the diagonal, you're getting a 10.5-inch display. It's 82.5% screen to body ratio, which means the bezels are thin enough. It has a micro SD card slot. If you are going for the models of this, they're 64 gigabytes with 4 gigs of RAM, and it goes all the way up to 256 with 8. Please never buy a drawing tablet with less than 8 gigs of RAM. It has UFS 3.2 storage. The cameras, not much to write home about. It's 13 megapixels and a 5 megapixel front. They're decent. Not something I take pictures with. They can shoot up to 4K 30 FPS if you want to, and the front camera can shoot up to 1080p at 30 FPS. There's no headphone jack on this, and it has quad speakers. Let me show you that right now. So you can see 2 speakers, one here, one here, one here, one here. They're fantastic. Not much to say about that other than they're fantastic. Since the day I got it, I got this nice little cheap case for it. This folio case off of Amazon. It was less than $20. Yeah. So you can see that it's still in pretty great condition. I've drawn quite a few things with this, done a couple commissions, made a little bit of money. It served well. It comes with the S Pen in the box. Not like the Apple Pencil. I have the Apple Pencil right here, which also does not come in the box. This isn't a comparison video, but yeah, just to let y'all know. So now that we got the specs out of the way, should you buy this tablet is what some people are wondering. If you're an artist, I'd say if you don't have any other alternatives around you, I'd say go for this. There are other alternatives that have come out, like the Tab S6 Lite. There's a 2022 version. Power wise, I'd still go for this one. But if you can afford a Tab S7, Tab S8, Tab S7 Plus, I'd say go for those. But on the lights, I'd say that spec wise, if you're just drawing with this, then you're good. Now, one thing you want to keep in mind is the fact that the updates for this, it's reached its last major update. So you won't get major updates. You'll get software patches, to like security patches. So if that's an issue for you, don't get this. But if it's not, and you find yourself maybe in a region or a place where you see one of these and you can pick one of these up for a decent amount of money nowadays, I'd say go ahead and go and get one. It still performs very well. It games very, 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 very well for what you're getting. But if you are trying to use it purposely for gaming, I'd say go for something better. It still has a 60 hertz display. It does not have a 120 hertz display, but personally, it's smooth enough and responsive enough to where I don't really care too much. And I use it alongside my M1 iPad right here. The drawing experience is really, really good. So if you want to draw stuff, I say it's okay. It's really good for you. This is Sketchbook Pro, and I've been able to draw quite a few things in Sketchbook Pro. I will still say that the drawing experience in general is better on the iPad than this, but it's still really good and really decent. I'd say it has a good 2 more years of life left in it. So if you find yourself in a situation where you need to, like, you want to draw and you also want a laptop-esque experience, you can do that with this. It still has Dex as well. Let me get out of that and show you how Dex works. Okay. So, Dex. And just like that, you're in Dex. So Dex is Samsung's user interface where you can actually use the device as like a mouse of, like, not a mouse, of a laptop of sorts, sorry. So you can connect peripherals. You can get yourself a nice little dongle like this one right here for very little money, and you can connect your peripherals to it. So what I have here is a nice little optical mouse. I could turn it on, and as you can see, I have access to my mouse now. It gives you Windows like interface, and I think it's pretty responsive and smooth as well. And you can open up multiple windows this way. You can have this open, and then let's say you want to, if you want to have a reference, you can go into maybe your gallery. I'm not gonna do that on camera because here we go. So you can open up, so like you can open up multiple instances of the same app if you want to, or you can have 2 apps running at the same time. So I can have the gallery app, and have Sketchbook open at the same time. I mean, it's a use by use case, and I can open something. I could even open up Krita at the same time, and Krita would be open right over here. So I got Sketchbook, Krita, and the Gallery app running at the same time. And then if I want to, let's say I want to watch a video of sorts, I could do that too. So I could open up Disney Plus, and there you go. You got Disney Plus. Oh, I turned off the Wi-Fi, so it's not working. So basically, it gives you a laptop-like interface that you can use for productivity. It also depends on your workflow. Perhaps you might find that this is not something that you want to use personally. So if you have like a mouse and keyboard and maybe even an external display, you might find Dex as a very useful tool. You can also, I forgot to add, have shortcuts on your home screen. Some of these won't open because I no longer have the pictures, but and then also there's the case of web apps. You can have web apps open if in case you feel like the user interface on tablet mode is not suited to your social media needs. So you can download the web app and even open it in desktop mode and then save it as a web application and use it that way. And the user interface is far better that way, I find. I just wanted to look into the software information and just show you the latest build of Android we're on right now is One UI 4.1.1 and Android version 12. And you can see the Google Play system update is October 1st, so that's quite some time ago. But it will get like quarterly updates. And you can see the Android patch level as well, October 1st, 2022. So if updates, like I said, if updates are an issue, avoid it. But if you're an artist, a student, and you're looking for a good tablet on a budget, pick one up. This is the 256 version, 8 gigabytes of RAM. And also it does use virtual RAM as well to back that up, and I've noticed an improvement when using drawing applications. Drawing applications on the device works pretty well, especially if you're using resolution that's not way too high. But as an artist, I think that the resolution that most people will use will work fine. You can also do some nice basic animation as well. As you can see here, we have a nice little animation that you can do. So there's some decent animation software that you can pick up and use. Apart from that, app support is really good. So yes, for me this is a go. Streaming, great. Screen quality, great. You can see I even have FL Studio in here, so you can get some productivity done. If you're using Dex, if you're planning on getting it for Dex, heads up, not everything works great in Dex. Not everything plays nice with Dex. There are great YouTube videos about that in particular. So if you feel like that's one reason why you want to pick it up, I say go and watch those and then see if your workflow works with it. If not, I'd probably go for something else, or just straight up go for a laptop. Now, one thing people might be wondering is, what if I have to choose between this and an iPad and I'm an artist? If you're an artist and you have the opportunity to get an iPad, and the iPad is around the same price range, I'd say go for the iPad. If you're an artist and you use Windows primarily, and you're not a fan of iOS or iPad OS, pick this up. You can still get great work done, as you've seen. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I've gotten plenty of decent work done on this and made quite an amount of money from it as well. So I've made back most of the money I spent on this device already, and it's affordable now, so there's that. So that's basically all I have to say about the tablet. If you want to see a comparison video, let me know down in the comments. If you have any questions, please do let me know. Happy 2022. Please like, share, subscribe, and stay updated for whatever I come up with. Thank you very much. God bless.